Get ready. It's time for a well-deserved break, Pittsburgh, with Heather Abraham and David Highfield from the KDKA TV studios. It's Pittsburgh Today Live.
Yeah, we are dancing our way into Wednesday, and look who's filling in today. Daisy Jade.
Dancing
is here
Daisy.
for Heather. Yeah, dancing. You have some moves.
Yeah, well, I keep saying, I mean, he was definitely, saying he wasn't doing as well, but I think you have some like sneak moves that you just, it's in there.
You're being kind, but it's a scientific fact that I have no rhythm.
No.
And so.
I think it's your alter ego that is wanting to burst.
Okay, it was just like television magic. Yeah.
Well,
that's
you
all.
looked fantastic. I guess once the cameras get rolling, then you're just on it.
No, you can't fool the cameras. All right, hey, let's get started with our What You Think Wednesday question. Thank you, by the way, for joining us. We're glad, hopefully you're inside and warm and cozy because snow is coming down outside, and that is what our question's really about. So in the middle of a snowstorm, like a big snowstorm, is it reckless to order food to be delivered when the weather is bad? I mean, some restaurants stop deliveries because they want to keep everybody safe.
Of course.
And yet, I've also done stories like at pizza shops, like on a Friday night when there's a snowstorm, and they're loving it.
Yeah.
Because they know this is when they're going to make the money. The delivery drivers are going to make money. And so we wanted to see what you had to say. Do you order whenever the weather is really bad?
All right, well, let's see what you have to say. Lori says, I try not to order, but when I do in this weather, they get an extra tip.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
They need to.
That
That's
makes
for
sense.
sure. Yeah.
Bill says, we double our normal gratuity and make sure that our sidewalks are accessible. That's important, too.
That's key.
You need
That's
to think
key.
about that.
Absolutely. Yeah. And then Susan says, ordering food is okay if you're close enough to go get it yourself, but you should not ask for delivery. Make sure you have peanut butter and bread or ramen noodles.
That's true. Ramen noodles.
Really,
yes.
You should always have your kitchen stocked with those essentials.
I think you're right. I think it comes down to, like, if the police are telling people don't go out on the roads,
I agree.
then I think at that point maybe you don't do it because you don't want to put you'd feel so bad if something happened to someone. But at the same time, if it's a little bit of snow, it's Pittsburgh. We drive in snow.
We should know how.
right?
Yeah, absolutely. We should know how to drive in this weather. Well, Becky says reckless and a little selfish. Pizza delivery drivers may have experience driving in the snow, but people who DoorDash may not.
Well, that's true too.
But again, I think we live in Pittsburgh. We all have to have that experience of navigating through this weather.
And I think it depends on how bad it is. I really think
agree.
that's what it comes down to.
Yep.
All right. Mindy is saying depends on where you are and the road conditions. However, if Ron Smiley is telling you the road conditions are bad, don't call for delivery.
Absolutely.
I love that she listens to Ron Smiley.
That's important.
As we all should.
Well, Kelly says, I make sure I provide a big tip. They have to make money. I mean, obviously, if they're going to be going out in the snow, what do? Would you do?
Oh, I would absolutely give them a bigger tip.
No, I mean, would you order?
Oh, would I order?
Yeah.
Not if it was really, really bad.
Okay.
But like if it was mild snow, you want to like you're warm and cozy. It's a point of delivery, right? You're
exactly.
warm and cozy
That's
inside,
the point, is that you don't want to go out. But, and again, I think it is based on the restaurant or the pizza shop. If they feel comfortable, if they know that they're, people can drive in the snow, then I feel like if they're open, why not? I mean, even the other night when it was kind of supposed to be like a big snowstorm, Perry ordered Walmart, because we have Walmart Plus delivery or whatever.
Right.
He ordered food, and I was like, oh, should we do that? Because, the driver has to go out in the snow, and it was fine. Well, as we know, it turned out fine.
So far, yeah. All right, let's look at the final tally here. 68% of you say, I don't order in really bad weather. 11% of you say, yes, I want to support the drivers. 21% of you say, it depends on how bad the roads are and how far away the place is.
Yeah.
All right, we want to show you this because we just think, I think this is hysterical. So let's see if you think this is hysterical. So realtors are taking advantage of social media to get their listings out. There's a realtor in Washington, D.C., Northern Virginia, that area, has an approach that is attracting a lot of attention. Her name is Lisa Dubois. She posts on Instagram, and her shtick is she shows you a house and says, where would I play hide and go seek? So watch this. And it's also very soothing. Watch.
A new listing, and this is where I'd hide if I were playing hide and seek and owned this home. Follow me. This is the living room. I bet you can't find me. I think you should look under the couch. I'm right here. Look at this beautiful kitchen. I bet you're thinking, is she in the cabinets? Is she in the oven? No, I'm right here. Behind these fake flowers, but they sure are pretty. Look at this beautiful bedroom. It's nice and big. Where could I possibly hide? Right here. This bathroom doesn't have anywhere to hide, but I had to show it to you because not many showers you can sit in, but you can sit in this one. Check it out.
I love that last one. Like you can't really hide in this place, but I gotta show it to you anyway.
I bet you think I'm in the oven. No, actually, I didn't think you were in the oven.
Exactly. Or under that couch.
But I love the soothing voice, and it's attracting a lot of attention.
Yeah.
I just wanted to share.
It's like that ASMR thing we were talking about, where it's like really popular.
They calm you down with the soothing voice or the crackly sounds.
Yeah, but what a fantastic way to, just attract attention. I mean, it's all about fun, right? And if it's getting the person to look at the house.
Right. It helps sell houses.
It works, right?
What do you think of this? Here's an idea that some people are adding to their weddings, like the wedding weekend. So they've added a 5K. To the wedding. So the New York Times is reporting some couples are kicking off their big day with a group 5K. They ask wedding guests, hey, do you want to join in? What do you think about this?
Well, if I was a guest, I would not.
Like,
well,
what?
especially
You crazy? I'm not doing this.
Well, personally, because I'm not, a 5K person or runner, anything like that. But also, I'm concerned. It's more about the timing, right? You don't want to do it like the day. Do you want to do it the day of? Would you want to do it even the day before? I don't know if I'd want to exhaust myself the day of the wedding.
I mean, unless you're used to running. If you're a group of runners, I can get this.
Right.
And apparently, like some wedding guests say, no, we love this because we cherish the time because we got to meet people and got to know them that way.
Yes.
And so I get that.
Yes.
But like, if you're not part of that like running culture, I don't know. It's a little. It would be a little intimidating. I mean,
intimidating.
I might walk for a little bit with them, and then I'd be like, "You guys go ahead."
Yeah,
I think later at brunch.
Well, I'm stuffing myself, and you guys are running. No, but I think it just goes to show that is the key for when you plan your wedding is the personalization of it. You want to incorporate something that's sentimental to you, and again, giving people the option. Like I know even for us, we got married in San Diego, but then in Pittsburgh, we chose to have our reception at the place where Perry and I met, which was a nightclub, just saying. But like it was a nicer nightclub that they've converted into a venue, but it was a thing that it was just our way to personalize it, So I think I like that. Like
we'll
whether
make it
or not,
special and make it about the couple.
Yeah,
and invite people to come along the journey
into their lives, especially if it's something they do together. Yeah. So I like it. I like it. It's a good idea. So.
All right. We talked yesterday about the Pittsburgh Walk of Fame planned for the Strip District, which I think is really, really cool. And this morning we're talking about a Pittsburgher who just got a star on the actual Hollywood Walk of Fame.
About time. Well, August Wilson got a star posthumously. Of course, he grew up in the Hill District and is known for writing so many plays. Fences among them. I mean, I know I even did the interview recently about the piano lesson. That's what's been out.
Yeah.
So his wife accepted the star on his behalf for the family, and they almost have 3,000 stars now. So, but I mean, this is amazing. It's about time, right?
It is absolutely about time. When you think about what his contribution is to culture and to theater and, and another amazing Pittsburgher.
Yes.
So we love that and wanted to pass it along.
How exciting is that?
All right, there's a new trend with baby names. People are naming their kids what some people are calling Ivy League names. So the New York Post reported on this. The idea is that these names might give them an air of polish or classic charm and could be an omen for their success later in life. So you wonder, what are these names? Well, that's what makes up today's list. So let's see some examples here.
All right, so we've got to read them in the way that we would think that it, like Brooks.
Oh, okay, you're giving it like a la-di-da. Cooper, Vivian, Georgina, Richmond.
Stetson. Oh, that's like a
horse,
that. Right?
I like
or
that.
A Palmer and Kensington.
I like all of these names.
These are great names. They're unique.
So I get it. Like, I mean, I get why people might think they sound like Ivy League names, like you go to an Ivy League school. I think they sound like soap opera names.
Ooh,
like any
I like
of these
that.
people could star in a soap opera, right?
Yes.
Like these are the character names on like Stetson.
Yes, Stetson falls in love with Vivian, and you know, Brooks comes in. Yeah, okay.
Oh, no, I liked it. Where was that going? What was happening next?
Going down a rabbit hole. Tune into KDK for all of the other soap operas to find out. Right. No, but I love this just because, you know, it is a fun way to come up with something unique. However, what I struggle with, though, with having a name that's different is, you know, when you were a kid and trying to find those personalized, like, keychains.
Oh, yeah, like on the rack, there was never a Daisy.
Never. Well, this is a whole nother story, too, but technically Daisy is not my birth name, but that's a whole nother story.
Well, wait, what is it?
No.
Oh, no, you're not going to tell us?
No, it's online. It's online. If you want the moment, Maureen is actually my birth name.
I love that
But my sister's name is Irene, so I just felt like, and then we just kept getting mixed up and stuff. And people, long story short, people thought that I looked like Daisy Fuentes growing up. I wanted to be on MTV.
Really?
In the yearbook, it says, look for me on MTV. And so I was just Daisy. And then when I transferred schools, everybody kept calling me, like, yeah. And then I legally changed my name when I got married.
I love both names.
Yeah.
I think it's great. But I love that story. I never knew that story.
So both Maureen and
So it's because you
Daisy.
look like Daisy Fuentes. People thought you looked.
Because I had like kind of, she had like rocked the orange. Well, and I also wanted to be an MTV VJ. That was my thing. Like I said, in the high school yearbook, look for me on MTV. That was always my thing. And yeah, it just, but at first it was a joke like, oh yeah, Daisy.
Right.
Okay, yeah, we'll see you on MTV. And then, I mean, I'm on Pittsburgh Today Live, guys.
Well, yeah, so it all worked out for you, yeah.
But yeah, so it was difficult, as you can see, with either of those names, to find, you know, if you're on vacation, like a little keychain or a little plaque or
I can
anything.
imagine, yeah. So the Ivy League names, the whole thing comes from this baby name expert, Colleen Slagan. She runs this consulting business, and she's truly having some fun with this on TikTok. So listen, just a little of this, and you'll get the
Just got over to Yale, where we have Whitaker. He's a legacy admission. He goes by Whitaker when he's interviewing for summer internships at the Big Four, but if you see him out at a party, you can just call him Whit. I'm over at Penn, where we have Brooks. He was a tri-sport athlete in high school. When people ask him where he goes to college, he humbly replies, in Philly. His best friends are Landon and Bennett.
Yeah, so just to give you an idea, I mean, she's having fun with this. She says, you know, you don't need to have a name like this for success, but this is a trend she says she's seeing. She says another way to kind of do this is use the last name as a first name.
Yeah.
So you would be Jade.
Which people call me that all the time. They always mix it up. For some reason, because you know, if they put your last name, people just...
Because people do have the first name Jade.
Absolutely. Yeah. So it makes it easy.
And I would be Highfield, which I think that's
I think
odd.
I think Highfield fits into that category, you know.
Well, if you say it like that. If you say it like, hello everyone, I'm Highfield.
Yeah.
I don't know.
My sister must have joined on this trend because her kids are Hunter and Harley. I don't know why I had to say it like that.
I love those names too. Those are great names.
Melina and Viana are her girls' names. So she must have joined this trend a long time ago. You're a trendsetter, Irene.
There you go.
Sonia.
Trendsetter.